What's up, YouTube fam? In this video, I'm going to go over why I think everyone should sell options and why option selling is, ultimately the best game that I've really ever been a part of, right? And I'll go over it simply, right? I want to give you guys the prime analogy and the best, way to describe it. Ultimately, right, the thing I love about option selling is like when you decide to sell a contract, right, it's literally a contract, right, where you're going to get paid and you're going to decide how much you get to get paid. Like, it's literally an art form, right, because it's a business deal. If you were trying to sell a business or sell a product or sell anything, it would be the same thing, right? It would be a contract, and ultimately you would figure it out. Now in this case, you don't need lawyers, you don't need to read, you don't need to negotiate, you don't need to explain anything. You don't I'll give you guys an example. I sold 2 different businesses, actually 3 different businesses in my life. I've been a part of 4 different business sales, like between myself and like my close circle. And to sell a business could take months, right? To sell a house can take months. To sell an option contract, you're getting this ability to decide how much you want to get paid, basically make a handshake deal, right? And ultimately not have to deal with any of that, not have to deal with lawyer fees that might cost $10,000. There's going to be fees involved, right? There's going to be moments where the market's going to go down. There's going to be volatility. There's going to be issues, but there's those types of issues in any business model, right? If you are running a business, you're going to have slow months. If you are owning real estate, there's going to be repairs. If you are, doing any business, there's always seasons. I can tell you guys, I've been a part of many different businesses, and I've seen dump offs during seasons that you wouldn't believe, right? Like maybe it's a, I guess prominent industry right now would be Christmas lights, right? I help Christmas lights companies get leads, and the last 60 days, there's been so many leads, right? But now that the season is basically over, 1 week left, everyone who would have wanted lights has gotten them. The leads completely died. So any business is going to have those types of moments, right? Option selling, what you're going to deal with is volatility, right? You're going to deal with if the stock completely crashes and you have to hold. Now that's the thing, when you're doing a strategy like selling options, the number one thing is making sure you're doing it on stocks that you would trust, stocks that you wouldn't mind holding, because when it comes to collecting premiums, as long as that stock isn't going bankrupt, those premiums should either 1, accelerate the growth, or 2, save you as the market is falling and allow you to still be profitable, even if a stock is down. Like if a stock's down 10%, 20% in a month, you could virtually be break even, right, after collecting premiums or very close to it. Where obviously if you were holding a stock down 10, 20% per month, you would just be down 10, 20%. So that's really what it comes down to, is that option selling, it allows you to just decide what you want to do, right? No discussing, no lawyers, no negotiations. It's virtually a handshake agreement, and you have the art form, right? Like we have the ability to decide what strike price, what, premium. We have a chart that we can look at. Like we have so much data to just come up with these handshake agreements. Sign the contract, pay me, I'll freaking hold the shares. I'll put the money up, and that's that. And if I want to get out at any second, it's completely liquid, right? Like when I tried to sell one of my businesses, it took me 6-7 months. And I remember I needed the money. I literally, had the net worth, but I needed the cash, and it took 7-8 months to get it. In this case, you're growing your equity, right? We started with $20,000 and we have $25,113 at this point. If we wanted to pull out 25 grand tomorrow, we could. It's just not going to be the case in many other asset classes, many other industries, right? And of course, every dollar that increases this balance just compounds, right? Like the first month, 10% of 20,000 was 2,000. The second month, 10% of 24,000 is 2,400. That's a big difference for 1 month, right? So there's a lot of things. I don't want to just, spend a whole video just absolutely gassing the industry of selling options into oblivion. Like I think this is honestly the best known secret in the world, and I can honestly say that pretty confidently right now with just how I feel towards selling options. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. In terms of the community, the wait list is basically filled up, so I'll be eventually getting to building the Discord and then sending out the invitations and taking it from there. I'm just trying to decide what I want inside of it, which I haven't really put much thought into it, to be honest, but I do plan on getting it done within the week. So if you signed up and you're waiting, just keep waiting. You'll get the email. I'll make announcements on the video, so keep watching. And I look forward to seeing you guys in there, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.